Hey Virgo, what's happening? Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Welcome to my channel, and I'm just going to start by complaining about this camera angle right away. So hold on for a second. I think that's better. So I think it's really important that I did that. And I don't do redos because I'm real. Anyway, so when I stopped, it was on number 11. So I really want you guys to check out the power of number 11. So anyway, December mid-month tarot card reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And of course, any cross watchers. So I am shuffling out the Starman tarot card deck, and I will be using the Starguide spread. This is a 6-card placement for you first timers to this reading. This deck was inspired by David Bowie, and I just feel compelled to clear the deck. And he will appear in some of the cards, in some of the artwork. So this is a really cool deck, really cool read. Hope you enjoy. And I like to keep the intro to a minute-ish. So let's do a deck cut here for you. Your present situation. Okay, so you've got the 10 of Swords. All right, so there's David Bowie right there. So what's really significant about this card is that there are two people peeling away from each other here. So you know, a situation is about to come to an end, but what I'm really getting here is that you are shedding a layer of yourself and moving forward. And this is really incredibly important. You could be coming into a new season in your life. It could be something really related to your spiritual growth, your karmic growth. People think that a spiritual awakening is kind of like, you know, taking a gondola down some really calm body of water and like tossing daisy chains and just really like with the fan, and but it's a rocky road. Like it's really a roller coaster, you know. I'm getting goosebumps as I say this. I've gotten some really intense readings for you, Virgo, so it's like you guys are starting to have some realizations about yourself, about your soul meaning, your soul journey. I got a really high-pitched tone in my ear, so that always indicates to me that an angel is super close. And so I'm really just going to say for you guys that we've got some really inspired messages on their way here for you, and I'm getting a really strong impression of Archangel Gabriel, okay? And if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, I did a video where I talked about how Archangel Gabriel came in and like sat with me when I was like pretty much in a pit of despair. And anyway, he means a lot to me. So he's here and he's gonna say, okay, this is going to be a very uncomfortable split, the 10 of Swords. It's been happening for a long time. You could have been suffering from some moodiness or, you know, just not feeling yourself. Maybe some ascension symptoms, which can be quite physical, you know. Okay, so let's see any cause of conflict for you here during this present situation. So you've got the Prince of Wands, okay? So the Prince of Wands, he's just really like resistant. His pose here is like ready for battle. You know, he's not really stepping into it here. He really is just, he's got this like bring it energy instead of exhaling into, you know what it's like when you hold your breath for a really long time? And then and I'm seeing you guys like underwater, like it feels like you could be going through some really sort of murkiness and not really feeling yourself. But if anybody has ever been swimming, I used to always swim when I was a kid, and I would go to the pool and I would try to see how many lengths of the pool I could swim underwater without breathing. And then that moment where I would come up, and because my lungs felt like they were going to explode, and took that breath And that's what I feel like here. This is what it feels like. Like you guys are just going to take this, you know, and stop resisting the changes that you see and that you feel. And you could be contacted by some, you know, you might think they're weird people, you know, but it's probably your soul tribe. And maybe their methods look a little bit strange to you. Or you found some really strange guru on YouTube, you know, and you think, wow, this person's a hot mess, but they really resonate with you. It could be me, you know. I mean, look at my hair right now. As the pandemic unfolds, my hair becomes ever more unmanageable. So let's see changes needed in order to face these challenges, which is your force de resistance, Virgo. I'm being guided to do a deck cut here. Whew. Okay. You have the card of alchemy here. So your life is like this moment. Is like the precipice of your creation. Which way should you go now? Which timeline should you choose right now, Virgo? Because it's yours for the taking. It really is. I had to write that down. So you've got the Three of Coins, the Three of Pentacles. This is the card of creating exactly what it is that you would like to see. So I just watched, I don't know why I say watched, but I listened to an audiobook and it was called The Magic Door to Success or something like that. I think it would really benefit you guys to start really digging into stuff like that and how you are the creator of your life and like really investing your time and energy into people or channels that speak that language. Some of you could be coming across videos where people speak light language, okay? And that could seem extremely bizarre to you, but you're probably seeing stuff like that because you're a starseed. So I just picked up my deck because I was going to do the next card for you guys, which is about strengths. And there's a card left on the table in front of me, so I'm going to take it. So you've got the Chariot card. So this is a really extremely bold energy here with the Starman tarot card deck. So you guys can go anywhere you want to right now. You really can. You know, your energy is just, you're at the ready here. You know, it seems like your life might have been a bit of a battlefield in the past. It could be a resistance to the recognition of who you really are. You could be having some very strange dreams also, Virgo. And then this light language that I was talking about, it's very strange, but it's also very comforting. You might want to check out YouTube and see. And there's some, I've watched people that were incredibly believable. Their message was very, very, you know, it resonated with me. And then I've watched some real freaks, you know, so you gotta, like, I guess, weed out the freak shows, you know, so that could be why you're resisting so much with the Prince of Wands here, because you've seen people that are probably no better than a snake oil salesman. And some people are trying to make money off of it, but, you know, there's also some really, really, really real people out there. You know, you want to think about Steve Noble and the Soul Matrix, and he talks about starseeds and light warriors, and you could be seeing more and more of this on your Instagram feed. You know, you could get some strange-o videos coming up on your video, on your YouTube, you know, and it's all an invitation for you. And you don't have to watch people that you think are obviously crackpots, you know, because that's not taking you anywhere except skepticism. And I'm seeing that here. But then you've got this division of where it's all falling away, and then you'll recognize, you'll resonate. Like that guy, I saw this one guy, and he was just basically, his light language, he was like going beep boop 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 beep boop. And I was like, are you even kidding me right now? And it was like just so ridiculous. But anyway, I don't want to slam anybody, but it was so weird, and that's not what a light language is. But anyway, I'm going to push on other challenges here for you, Virgo, other than me at this moment. So, got the Six of Pentacles. So, again, you've got this shadow back here, and it's really just about releasing that old version of you. You know, stepping out of it like a second skin. You know how a snake sheds its skin all the time? You guys can do this. It's okay for you. It's safe for you to turn into a new person as you sort of ride the wave of your new reality. And things are going to look a whole lot better for you. You guys are definitely on an ascension path, because I can just feel the expansion of your hearts, you know, and that's no small thing. But it could also feel very strange, and you're going to see things that, like, what? You know what I mean? And you could be getting messages. You could be getting those signs and symbols. Like when I had Archangel Gabriel here and I heard that really sharp piercing in my ear, you know, it was like, oh, okay, you know, I feel you, you know? So you could be getting stuff like that constantly, but it's very difficult for you, especially if you were brought up in, you know, believing other things. It's very difficult to leave the roots of a belief system that could be part of your family tradition and stuff like that. So that could be where the challenge is coming in for you guys, because you might not even have anybody to talk to in your family, because they're just like, go to your room. You know what I mean? They're just, no, that we're not having it. That's just absolute nonsense. But you know in your heart that this is the truth. And you can take this anywhere that you want to go with the Three of Pentacles and the Chariot, because you're building your own life right now. And I'm just going to take the bottom card from the deck for the outcome card. Whoops, I don't do reversals. So you have the Princess of Wands here. And she wants you to start really listening to these messages. You know, here's the Prince of Wands where he's resisting. And then you have the Princess of Wands where she's just opened up and she's receiving everything, you know? So you can be skeptical. I don't know how I turned that word into 16 syllables. You can be skeptical, and you should be. You know, not everybody is relevant to your journey, but that's okay. You can just kind of arch your eyebrows like I did when I saw that really weird video, and I'm still not quite over it. I was like, anyway. And I just moved on to sources that I really trust, you know. Steve Noble is global, and I'm not meaning to rhyme, and I'm not affiliated with him, but when you start, and he's got a global Star Workers page on Facebook too. So if you guys want to just start getting your toes a little bit damp, angel number 1313 just came up here for you guys. So you guys are on a really special journey here as you're unfolding and sort of opening like a really beautiful flower into the next phase of your life, and probably departing from a belief system that was a tradition, and maybe you just like the opportunity and the freedom to follow something that resonates with your heart more than anything else. And you're allowed to do that, okay? So you're allowed to go for that. And I feel like this was just one big, long, rambling pep talk, but you know, I give you guys the messages from spirit guides that I'm guided to give, and then I call it a day. So that's what I'm going to do. Wishing you guys love and light and many blessings. Take care. Bye.